Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Merry Christmas, you guys. The time is finally here. Santa is coming. It's just around the corner. Yeah, so I am so excited. I am doing a full face, well, pretty much a full face of e.l.f. products today to come up with this fun holiday look. So if you want to see how I did come up with this look, please continue watching. And if you are new today, the warmest welcome to you. And please hit that subscribe and notification bell and join our awesome family here. All right, you guys, let's go put on some e.l.f. holiday makeup. Okay, you guys, I am so excited. Again, Merry Christmas to you. Santa is coming, you guys. He really is. Yeah, so I'm so excited for all of you, especially if you have young children, grandchildren. It just makes such a fun time. So the reason why I'm so excited, you guys, I haven't done a full e.l.f. face in so long. And, I've just been kind of thinking about it and wanted to incorporate it in, my channel somehow again. And because I didn't have anything really new from them, but I thought for the holidays, I was just going to come up with, a whole face of e.l.f. And, it's super affordable for everybody. And I'm going to try to create a look, that's kind of simple. And, well, I'm going to try to be simple, just nice and soft, but that's my goal, you guys. Well, how it turns out, I don't know. I haven't done my eyebrows because I do have a new product for that. Now, it's not e.l.f., but I used it the other day and I was so impressed by it. Hopefully it will go well today. But it's a company that always just sends me products. They're just so nice to me, so gracious. So I tried it yesterday and I really, really like this. Again, hopefully it wasn't a fluke on application, but yeah, it's through iMethod. And it's just like one of these pens. It's hard to tell in the box here because they send it, you can find it on Amazon. All their products, iMethod, are on there. So this is what it looks like here. Just a simple, nice pen. And I got mine in the shade black brown. But as you can see, it has all of those little bristles. Now, you guys, I've tried this kind of applicator before and I hated it, ended up throwing it away. But this one I tried yesterday, it's different. It goes on, it's like a tattoo, they say. So it's super, super liquidy. And see how fine those lines are? It is just amazing. And you guys, this is smudge proof once it dries down. And that's the thing. I kind of got to move quick because once it does, you really can't even move this around. So this thing is pretty potent. So I'm going to keep it on my hand just so we can test it later too to see how well it stays. Okay, you guys, let's throw this hair back and let's get started. Again, I'm so excited. Okay, let's try out this eye pen again, or eyebrow pen. And yeah, I just wanted to show you how simple this is. Now, they say you want to, apply it on clean eyebrows. So make sure you don't have any skincare in with that or anything. So let's give this a try again. And hopefully I can get this on camera for you guys. So let's get started. And I am just using very soft strokes. And through here, I'm just kind of using the edge, and I really believe that this is a pretty good shade for me. I think if I went any darker, it would look too harsh. And the good thing is, if you mess up, it does come off with micellar water, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm just trying to create all these little hair-like strokes. Look how easy this is, you guys. It's not super messy, which I appreciate. Again, if you just use a light hand, this is how it is turning out. And I know it looks kind of light right now, but it does dry down to the shade that I need. And how I create such a light hand is I always hold my pens at the end. That's just a little tip for you guys. And that is it, you guys. And then I do go back in with the spoolie and try to move this around. Again, it doesn't move very well once it starts setting down. So I'm just going to try to do what I can with it. And there's not a lot of cleanup, I don't think. Again, you can see how super easy that was. You can go, you know, do whatever you want at this point, but I'm super happy with it. It's super, super easy. So I'll just do my other eye and we'll get really started with all the e.l.f. products. Okay, you guys, that was super easy. Now I feel like me with my eyebrows on. I think I will order a black though, because I like, you know, this part of the eyebrow, the back end of the eyebrow, to be a little darker and this a little lighter. So, but I absolutely love this stuff. And again, you know, look at this. I mean, it is not very easy to wipe away. So that's what I love. Okay, you guys, let's just get started. What I am going to do right now though is just kind of prime my face so it's sitting there and halfway prime. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty. Let's see how I like this, you guys. I have not used this in a long time. So, you know, it does work. I do see the blurring. So yeah, I mean, it is a great product. I still like it. You know, it just, I don't think that it blurs the wrinkles like my Maybelline Blur Stick, but I think this is going to do what I needed to do for today. Okay, you guys, I am a hot mess today with my complexion. I kind of shaved my face. It's all irritated here. I actually nicked myself here. I haven't done that in forever. And I have a nice large blemish going on there. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's going to drive me nuts. I think it's the stress from the holidays. Okay, so now I am going to spray my face with the e.l.f. and this is the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. And I'm going to use this as part of a primer. I'm going to be priming my face like crazy. The reason why I like spraying my face, you know, in the beginning sometimes, it just brings some extra moisture to my skin, and it definitely needs it today. I don't know what's going on the winter months, of course. Okay, so now I am going to prime my eyes. I did not have an e.l.f. primer for my eyes, so I'm just going to use the one from Onus, the one I get on Amazon. Okay, you guys, I am going to use tape again today, and I put it on the back of my hand, you know, and I do that just to take some of the stickiness off of that, because if you don't, man, it really does tug at your skin after you're done. So I'm actually, I don't think I want it super cat-like today, so I'm just going to kind of keep that mild. Yeah, you guys, I wanted to get this out around this time. If you were struggling with what kind of eye look you were going to do for the holiday, hopefully this can help you out. I'm kind of testing this out myself to see if this is something I would like to do. I'm going to use the bite-sized palettes here in Truffles and in Sugar and Cream, I believe what this is called. I think I can come up with a pretty good look combining these two palettes. So I think I'm actually going to start with this shade right here. And you guys, I'm kind of going to work backward. It's something, you know, I just had in my head. I'm actually just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to put a very, very light application just right here. For now. I don't know if I'm going to drama it, you know, make it more drama, but I am just going to start with this right now. So everything is going to look a little strange, again, because I'm working almost backward. Yes, I'm waiting for the day to become a grandparent, you guys. I actually will be called Mimi. It's just been the thing for the longest time. One of my dogs was Mimi, and I adored her, so that's what I want to be called. And I know in some languages, or a language, Mimi does mean grandmother. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to be called when that happens. And I cannot wait till that happens, you guys. I would love to be able to be buying for my grandchild right now, but I do have very young nieces and nephews, so that does take care of that yearning for now. So I am going to use the shade Black here, and I am just putting it on a pretty thin, flat brush. You can use an angle brush, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'm just going to start right here and create a wing, but it doesn't have to be super precise, you guys, because I will be smoking this out. Again, I do not want the eye to be the main focal point, because I do want to wear red lipstick today, you guys, so stick around for that. I don't think I've worn a red lipstick on this channel from what I can remember. If I did, remind me, because I cannot remember if I have. Okay, so that is the wing I want to do. Again, I want it to be a little soft. I do not want a harsh line. So now what I'm going to go into is this shade right here. And I'm going to use a very small brush. And I'm going to lightly put that on. And I am putting it on all angles because I am going to use all sides of this brush. And for now though, I am just going to mesh these two together. I'm using a very light hand, you guys. I don't want to really mess up that black, and I do not want this to be super harsh as well. And then whatever's left on the brush, I am going to sweep it forward. You guys hear any sounds in the background? There's a lot of action going on here today, preparing for the holidays. So if you hear like a bunch of banging and stuff, just forgive all that. My mom lives with me, and I know she's trying to get her last minute stuff done as well. Okay, you guys, I'm really liking how that is turning out. Now I am going to go back in with this brush that I used, the black, and I'm going to go in with that brown shade again. And this time I'm just not going to blend out so much right here by this black. I just want it a little deeper right here against the black. Now I'm going to go in with a brush that it doesn't have anything on it and just really soften this edge over here. So now I'm going to use this shade here in the Cream and Sugar on a clean brush. Well, it is clean, it's just a little stain, but I am just going to go above everything just to really soften that edge. And again, I'm using the lightest hand. Okay, so that completes the look for now. I will be going back to the eye for sure, and let's take off this tape and see how this looks. Okay, I'm super excited. They are pretty even. Okay, so now we're going to move into the complexion, and I will be also using my Mint Melt. I love this stuff, you guys. It's a gripping primer. It looks green, and it has a slight mint scent. A lot of people say it's strong. I don't get it. You know, maybe, you guys, my sense of smell is pretty muted. I don't know, you guys, but I do not smell it like other people do. Yeah, I mean, it's very faint. I am getting that tacky feeling, which I absolutely love, to help my foundations adhere. I mean, as you can see, look at that. It is pretty sticky. Now, the thing with that, you know, you do want that to sit for a few minutes before, you know, just jumping in with your foundation. So, of course, for foundation, I'm using my E.l.F. CC cream, you guys. I haven't used this in so long on my channel, so I'm super excited to use this again. Unfortunately, I think this color is off quite a bit. So yeah, this is pretty deep. So unfortunately, I am going to have to alter the shade a little bit, and my shade is in light 210N, but it's still, I know, a little too deep. Oh yeah, this is way too deep. So yeah, as you can see, and a little bit pulling yellow on me. So I am going to go in with my LA Girl blue, and I'm going to put about hopefully that's not too much, about that. So you do not need a lot when you do use these LA Girl shade adjusters. So, and I'm just going to mix it around with my finger. And what this will do is neutralize, you know, that yellow, so it won't look so dark. It does lighten up, you know, quite a bit when you use that blue, depending on how much you use. But again, you know, if you do use these, be very careful. Okay, so I think I'm at where I want to be. It still might be a little dark, but that's okay. Look at this, you guys. I am a hot mess. I don't know what's going on there. Could be menopause. It could be stress. Who knows? But I'm not happy about it. I'm going to use my E.l.F. foundation brush. I love this. So I didn't bring down my little, oh no, I did. You know what? I could just spray my brush with this, with the E.l.F. Dewy Coconut Setting Spray. And I'm just going to put a little bit. I like wetting my brushes when I put on my foundations, especially thicker foundations, because it does help just move that product around. Yeah, this is a better shade. Yeah, it would have been way too dark. And this one, if I remember, it does oxidize a little bit. Yeah, I forgot how great this coverage is. It is pretty full coverage. high medium for sure, and I know you can build it up to be pretty full. Oh, that's so nice to be, see all my little razor burns and nicks, and oh my gosh, I must have used a dull twinkle, you guys. That was not very smart of me. Learn your lessons from me. Do not use a dull razor. I'm just going to bring it down my neck just in case it's not an exact match. I am going to go in with a little bit more in just some areas here. And boy, this looks so good. Wow, I forgot how amazing this product is, you guys. I am going to try to cover up this blemish here. I'm just going to put a layer and just let that sit. I mean, look at that. It just totally took all my imperfections away, took away my, razor burns, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is pretty good. And you guys, you do not need a lot. I think all those primers help, those steps, a spray in my face and then using the putty primer. Let's take a look at my pores. You guys, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Now, it does not blur. That I will say, it does not blur like my Maybelline Blur Stick. This is a very good alternative if that was to ever stop being made. Okay, and then for a concealer, you guys, I'm going to use a couple products from e.l.f. It says it's a flawless brightening concealer, and it has like a little brush here. And I do remember using this, and it does brighten, and it is really creamy, so I feel like it does add a little bit more hydration to the skin. Whoa, I just put on way too much there, so I am going to transfer a little bit over here, and I'm just focusing on the inner part of my eye where I have the most darkness. And I'm going to use my Anissa concealer brush, and I'm just going to tap this in at the corner of my eye and just try to lighten up that dark spot that I have going on. Yeah, that really did help conceal that. Now this one is not as hydrating as the Milani one, so but it does have pretty good coverage. Okay, so for concealer, I am going to use my e.l.f. and this is the hydrating camo concealer. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the center here, and I'm going to bring it a little bit down my nose. And then, you guys, I've been doing this. I saw this on TikTok, and I smile. And I'm going to put it right here just to lift that area. And I think I'm going to work my way here first. I'm going to go in here and get all of these because I don't want them sitting too long. The longer it sits, it does cover even more. It dries down, so you get that extra coverage. This probably is a little bit, the shade is a little bit too dark for me. I probably own this in the summer months, so yeah, I probably do need a lighter shade for sure. Now this is pretty high coverage. Whoa. Yeah. And I am just going to use my fingers to warm this up and help it melt into my skin even more. If you do want a full coverage concealer, that's the one. So before it dries down completely, I am going to take my sponge, spray this down again, and I am just going to lightly go over the concealer so I do not have to use a powder. And once I do this, you guys, I really never get any creasing. And it does add a little bit more hydration under my eye when I do use a spray. And I try to use a hydrating setting spray when I do this. Okay, so now I am going to use e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This one is in the shade, I think, Feeling Shady. And what I love about this one, it's super cool toned. And I'm going to use this actually as a contour. And I'm actually going to use e.l.f.'s, and this is mainly for the putty blush, or the Poreless Putty. But I'm going to use it for my contour. And again, you guys, I've been doing this a lot. Try this, technique. Is I'm going to look straight forward, and that way I can see exactly where I want it to go, and I can almost feel too, I'm right at the base of that cheekbone there, so I am just staying pretty much in this area because that's where I want to sink in. So that's where it's at, and that's exactly where I want to be. Now if I would have done this on the side, I probably would have went right there. That's why I love looking straight forward. It does force me to be a little higher than, you know, bringing it down too low. Okay, so that's what that looks like, you guys. Now here's the problem. I do not have a bronzer from e.l.f. I don't know what I did with it. I could have given it away, you know, during one of my declutters. So we're gonna have to improvise, you guys. And I'm gonna have to use a putty blush. Okay, so not only did I find a shade, but I found some part of my lash here. So that was sticking on there. And okay, so it's in Bailey. And you guys, here is the shade. A little nervous about this one, but I'm gonna have to make this work. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use that same brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap into this Bailey. I'm going to tap the back of my hand just to make sure I'm not going in too harsh with this. You guys, hopefully this works. And I'm using the lightest hand. You guys, it's not that bad. Okay, okay, I was a little nervous about this one, you guys, but I think we're going to be okay, especially once I do cover this with a little bit of powder. It will cover, you know, calm that down. So there you have it. You know, we just have to improvise with products if we do not own them. Okay, for my T-zone, I'm going to have to use, close your eyes, everybody, this, pretend it's e.l.f. I'm going to use my number 7, only because of the powder that I'm going to be using. I do not like using that in my T-zone. Okay, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I'm going to use this on the perimeter of my face. So do you guys have any special gifts coming this year that you have asked Santa for? I really didn't ask Santa for anything, you know, this year, you guys. I do, you know, purchase so much through the year. Yeah, so I do not need anything. A lot of it, you know, is my love on makeup. So again, I am always getting it. So there's really nothing that you get to make me any more happy than my makeup. So, and I know Daryl would never, or Santa would never want to have to try to pick that out for me. So yeah, are you guys getting anything that you have been wanting for a long time? Or are you guys just having a laid back Christmas like we are? Yeah, we didn't want to spend a lot of money this year, you guys, and I think that's with everybody. I think we're just trying to keep it very simple. This is looking really nice, you guys. I'm really enjoying all the Complexion products so far. I do have a couple of their little bite size, and I'm just trying to decide which one I want to go with. I think this one's like a watermelon color, which I think, I don't know, and I think this is going to be like too orange. I probably could have used that as a bronzer. I do want to use this shade here just to add like some color to my face. It's, you know, looking a little washed out because I didn't have my bronzer. So this is what the shade looks like here. Super pretty. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to mix the two just to add a glow. And this is the highlighter with that. These are super pretty. And I'm trying to stay straightforward just to apply this exactly where I want it to go. And I am just going to put a little bit into my eyeshadow just to make it look like, you know, it all goes together. Okay, so I am just going to calm that down just a little bit with this sponge. This looks really good. That is a super pretty shade. I do see the highlight. It's adding like that glow. So yeah, that is super pretty. I'm really happy that I chose that shade. Okay, you guys, what else do we need to do? We need to go back into this palette here, and I'm going to take that same brush that I started with to create, you know, that wing, and I'm going to go right where that wing is, and I'm going to come forward a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to make sure that this wing does connect. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take a more round pointy brush here, and I'm going to go into the shade right here. This was, you know, the shade that we did use as a transition, and tap that off. And I am going to smoke this out a little bit. So I will go back to the eye. I still have more plans for that, you guys. Okay, so now I am going to spray my face. And I'm also going to spray my sponge and tap that in my hand and just lightly go around everything. And I love to push, you know, any kind of setting spray into my face, you guys, and that is because it just makes everything look so flawless. The powders that look too powdery, that's always gone after I do this step. And yeah, it just looks so beautiful. I want to do the lipstick first. Let's do the lipstick lash, you guys. Let's focus on the eyes right now. So I am going to curl my lashes. Okay, so for lashes, you guys, I found these on Amazon. It's through a company called Fry Happy. They are like the perfect lash for, you know, my hooded eyes. And I've already lost a pair. I don't know where they went, but this is what they look like. They're just a half lash. Half lashes are so much easier for me. And again, it doesn't close off my eye. Okay, you guys, I'm going to have to try to do this without tweezers or anything. I have forgotten all that kind of stuff to put on a false lash upstairs, and I'm too lazy to get up and go get it. So I'm just going to add, this is the Kiss glue pen. I just absolutely love it. So it has like a felt tip applicator, and I just go in and I'm at like the center of my eye because that's where the lash is going to be, and I'm just going to take it the outer corner, and I actually put my lash a little higher. That just, you know, opens my eye a little bit more. I also put a little bit of this glue on the lash itself, and that just gives me that extra security that it's going to stay on. Okay, you guys, let's see if I can do this without any kind of help from a lash applicator or tweezer. Yeah, half lashes are so much easier to apply. Yeah, I don't even need anything. That was super easy, but look at the difference, you guys, of the eye. How that just opens my eye. It looks, you know, some drama. Okay, so I'm going to put on the other lash, but don't go away because I have like a little surprise to show you what else we're going to do with this eye look. These are just absolutely perfect for my eye shape. I just love a half lash on my eyes. I feel like the full lash, you know, always closes it off. But again, everything I use will be in the description box below, including these eyelashes. And again, I got those at the Amazon store. So now I'm going to put on mascara, and I'm going to use my Lash Out Loud through E.l.F. And this eyeshadow, I do find that I do get some kind of transfer throughout the day. Now, it could be just, you know, with my skin, you guys, I can never find anything that I need around this place. I'm looking for my little mirror. Yeah, so it did. Okay, you guys, I just poked my eye and created this nice mess down there. So, yeah, I will fix that in just a minute. But right now, I am just staying at the base of my lash over here. But I am, you know, filling in the front part for sure. And I do see a little lifting of this lash. So I am going to have to fix that in a minute as well. But yeah, you guys are getting the idea. Okay, you guys, let's see if I can fix this lash. Just adding a little bit of glue, which I'm surprised that with all the glue that's on here that this is even happening, but it can. And I think I did fix that situation. Okay, so now we gotta fix this situation here. So I just take a spoolie when this happens and just lightly flick that away, and that seemed to work pretty good. Always, you know, wait till it dries and then just flick away. Okay, you guys, let's add a little bit of magic to this eye look. I'm going to use this e.l.f. and this is like a gold shade. It's called Flirty Birdie, and whenever I use like a silver on my eye, the song Silver and Gold pops in my head. So I thought, you know, for this occasion, it would be perfect. I'm going to use this, and I got this little Morphe brush. Let me see what this is. This is a Morphe M250/0, I believe. So it is just this little applicator. I have stuff all over my hand here, you guys. But yeah, it's like a very, very detailed brush here. So what I'm going to do is just put some, I'm going to be pretty generous and put some on this brush. And I'm going to add a little bit in the front here. And I wanted to wait until I had my lash on because I did not want this glitter to interfere with the glue. So what I'm doing is I put it really close to the inner corner, and I'm just going to add a little bit more. And now I'm going to go right above that lash. And I'm going to pretty much put it on the top of that wing as well. So that is what that looks like. That is so pretty. You guys, I have not used this much, but I do love bringing this out every once in a while, and all the stuff you can do with it. It is just so versatile. You can put some on, you know, just the lid. You can create these really cool liner looks. So yeah, I'm super excited how this looks. Okay, you guys, if you have any glitter fallout, again, use a spoolie and just flick that away. It is so much better than trying to use a brush. I think a brush just kind of, you know, makes it just go all over the place, where this, it literally just flicks it right up. So yeah, I got all the glitter off my face. I just absolutely love this little gold. It just adds a little extra touch, you know, to your look. Okay, you guys, let's apply some red lipstick, or I don't know, this one says cherry, and it's the only one that I have from E.l.F. So hopefully this will go. And unfortunately, my lip liner is through Makeup Revolution. I don't have an E.l.F. Red lip liner, and this was from my advent calendar. So let's see how this is all going to play together. I like to tap the liner, you know, just to smooth all the edges. And let's try again. This is the E.l.F. and I believe it's called Seriously Satin, but it's in the shade Cherry. So yeah, again, you know, it's probably going to be more pink than red. This is pretty bright, but this is what I wanted, you guys. I wanted to use a red lip for this look here today. Yeah, so it's definitely matte. I feel like I need gloss, you guys. I'm a gloss girl, so I'm going to use my Maybelline lifter, and this just clear with some sparkle in it. And I do like to put that on the back of my hand. That way all of that lipstick isn't going back into that container. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss. Yeah, that's what it needed. It needed a little bit more pizzazz. Okay, you guys, let's see how this look looks, and if it's something that I will be wearing to my holiday party as well. And yeah, I actually really love this. I love the eye look. It's super simple, but with this bright lip, this is what you want, something a little bit more subtle. So again, yeah, I love how I added that little just glitter. It just gives that extra something. I got to get used to this lip, you guys. Yeah, let me know if this is something that you would wear to your holiday party, what you plan on doing. But yeah, it is so exciting to use all of my E.l.F. products again, you guys. I forgot how much I do love that CC cream. My face looks really nice. The complexion looks super even, and I still got a nice glow, and that I believe is you know, help with this. So again, thank you so much for joining me on this holiday. Merry Christmas to you and your families. Now go enjoy your beautiful dinners and unwrapping all your fun gifts that Santa has brought you. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you, and until next time.